All right, what's up, guys? It's Ruben from TGE. In today's video, I want to talk about what does it really mean to overtrade, especially if you have a six-figure account and you do not want to blow your account up. There's a lot of folks that are saying that you're trading too much, you're taking too many bets. But the question is like, what does that even mean, right? So before I get into that video and I show you an example, I want to let's take a look at the wins for the week so far. I am cute, yeah, cute. A lot of like AI stocks are ripping right now. Right now, we took QQQ puts yesterday, and they went to. It took a couple hours actually for the thing to play out, but you can see here the picture here. We took this for a way down. Actually, this is a great example of also talking about over trading. I'm going to show you, okay? Because sometimes I take about anywhere from 2 to 6 trades a day. Okay, but it all depends. It has to meet certain parameters, and I'll get into that. And today we also took CCJ, and it was a winner, 47% return. I think we still have a couple of runners here that I'm still eyeing out on, and so we need to take some profit on that. Okay, let's jump into this. Okay, so how to trade infinitely without actually over trading, right? So how does this work? So if you ever ask yourself, am I trading too much? I say you're not alone, right? Most investors turned traders are told the same thing. Just take 1, 2 good trades a day, be picky, don't overtrade. But what if I told you that the advice is only half the story? Okay. So in this post, I'll break down what overtrading really means, why it's not just about the number of trades, and how Gestron can give you structure to trade more without losing your edge. Okay, that's the main thing. Don't lose your edge, okay? Because when the opportunities present themselves, you should take the opportunity, okay? All right. So I said what most people think over trading means. If you go on Twitter or join any trading groups, you'll hear this over and over. I only take 2 trades a day. Anything more is over trading. It sounds smart, but here's the problem. They're assuming that more trades equals more risk, and that's only true if your trades have no structure. If you're just clicking around chasing moves, hoping a breakout sticks, then yeah, that's over trading. Okay. But what if your trades are based on a system? What if a trade follows a clear set of rules? That's not over trading, right? That's just called playing your edge. And that's what you want to do. Anytime you're trading, anytime you're involved in the market, especially trading either options or stocks, they have to meet your set of parameters, right? Otherwise, like I said, if you're just chasing, if you're clicking out of boredom, you're really going to do yourself a disservice and you're going to screw your account. Okay, you're going to blow it that way. And I take it from experience. I speak from experience there. All right. So my take is that overtraining is about quantity, or isn't about quantity, it's about quality. Okay. So let's be clear. You can take 10 trades in a day and still be disciplined. You can also take 1 trade and still be reckless. Okay. So that's really important, right? If you take 10 trades and they're all meeting your parameters, then that's discipline, right? You're taking your trades as is based on your set of rules. Now, 1 trade can totally be reckless and destroy your account, right? Just because you're bored, just because you're like, I want to just get into something FOMO or whatever the case is, and then it goes against you. That's reckless, right? You're being reckless. So it all comes down to why you're taking the trade. Are you bored? Are you trying to make up for a loss? I've been in all these situations and it sucks. So don't do this, okay? Don't do this. Chasing a move you missed earlier, that's emotional. That's over trading. So once your emotions get involved into your thinking process, then you're over trading. And if you can catch that before you take action, that is a really good thing, right? Points for you. But if you're following a repeatable system, one based on volume, key pressure zones, the levels that Gextron gives you in flow confirmation, which that means equity tape and option flow tape, then taking more setups just means you're compounding your edge. Okay. I always tell all the members inside TGE that it's a you want to take as many shots as possible because this is a game of probability, right? And so if you're only taking one or two trades, you're really not giving yourself enough occurrences to be profitable for the year, to maximize your capital, to maximize your gains, right? But you want to do this by it's a two job thing when you're trading, right? You want to maximum you first protect your capital. That's number one. Two, you want to protect your capital while maximizing your gains, or maximize your gains while protecting your capital, right? So it's all about taking small sizes, right? It's better to have an undersizing issue than an oversizing issue, right? And so that is how you're able to take many trades. Okay, that's why I'm able to take 2 to 6 trades a day if I feel like it. That's because my sizing is on point. It's not. It's about sizing and making sure that you follow your system, right? So here's a real example, right? Let's say you're watching SPX and you see price come into a Gextron bearish daily key level zone, right? Volume is spiking up, so volume is confirming the move down, right? The option flow is turning bearish, so you're seeing a lot of puts coming in at the ask price. Gextron's pressure tracker says market makers are likely to defend this level, right? So you take the trade, it drops, you take profit. 30 minutes later, price comes back into another zone. This time it's on QQQ. Same setup, same conditions. You take it again. That's 2 trades, and they're both backed by the same system, right? Now imagine doing this 5 times a day as long as each one lines up with the levels in the logic. That's not overtrading. That's executing like a machine, right? That's what you want to do. You want to become systematic and you want to be a machine. Okay? Don't let your emotions get involved. You let your emotions get involved when you start, again, thinking, are you bored? Are you trying to make up for a loss? Are you chasing a move because you missed something earlier? Don't don't do that. Just follow the system. Be a machine, okay? What causes true overtrading? Let's break it down. You probably overtraded if you're trading without a plan, which a lot of traders do this. You're entering without flow or structure. Okay, you need to know the tape. You need to be comfortable looking at the tape when it's coming very fast or slow, whatever the case is. You're ignoring Gextron's key levels and hoping it works. Gextron is really good at giving you the best key levels. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek on what's happening with Gextron here. This is the new part of the user interface that's coming up. But all of these tall bars that we took CCJ today, and these are all key levels, right? We're trading based off of the key levels. Okay, so key levels are really important. Gextron makes it really easy. You just look for the tall bars. Okay, so you're entering trades just to feel in the game. A lot of people do that. Okay, don't do that. You're getting chopped up in areas with no edge. I actually did this mistake today. Okay, and I'll show you an example actually right now. Let's pull up TradingView here. So trading, we were in QQQ puts today. There's a couple things that lined up and some other things that didn't line up. Okay, right now we have this rule, and I ignored it, but it didn't hurt me. But I put it at risk, right? Okay, so just to show you, I'm only human. This happens to me too. This happens to all experienced traders, all right? So we're only human. We don't trade between P trans level or N trans level. We call this the drunken sailor zone for this exact same reason. Price action is always choppy and wicky. We avoid that if we can. We're pretty good about avoiding it 90% of the time. The other 10%, it happens, and we try to cut it off as quickly as possible. Okay, that is again an area that it's choppy, and Gextron shows you these zones like where's P trans, where's N trans level, and in between those levels, you just don't want to trade it, right? Okay, so in short, you're trading with emotion, not data. That's it. Always trade by data. Always be mechanical. Be very systematic. That is how you will have the biggest edge. Okay, and also with the risk management. Don't forget risk management. So how Gextron stops you from overtrading, right? Here's what most platforms don't give you: a real reason to take or skip a trade. Gextron gives you clear zones where market makers are likely to defend or push. live option flow data, right? So you know where the real money is going, expected move levels. So you're not chasing breakouts. Like you know where the expected move is going to be by a specific date. Okay. I think one of the members actually is trading. Um, let me show you actually. They're trading. They're trading QBTS, and they're like, where can this go to? Or actually, not QBTS. I think Bull. Let's see. It might be Bull. They were looking at Bull, and we're saying, and they're like, okay, Ruben, like, what do you think about Bull? All right, let's take a look at Gextron, right? Let's take a look at Gextron here. Okay, while we pull that data up. So we said, hey, like it's past a key level, 1250, right? And if it can stay above it, then you could take it to 15. It's that easy. But we also need context with the expected move. So what is Gextron telling us how far it can go from as of right now to the end of the week? And it's about $1.85 from the current price that's at 13.11, where that's where the snapshot was taken. It can go to near $15, right? That's your target, and you just pick a couple expirations out. Say, give yourself some buffer, and then that's it, right? That is an edge. That is the system. It's that simple. It doesn't really get more complicated than that. You can see here that she took the trade. I said as long as it can stay above it, you could take the trade and aim for $15. Will it get there? Maybe, right? And we already have a stop loss system in place, so in case it does go against her, she's not going to get caught holding the bag. All right. So it's all about following a system. That's it. All right. Let's go back. So just follow the edge and take the trade when the rules are met. That's it. Okay. So final word is that it's okay to trade more, right? If it's structured. That's not overtrading. If you're an investor with a six-figure account, you're probably used to long holds, drawdowns, and passive plays. But once you step into trading, the game changes. Okay? Success isn't about sitting on your hands all day. It's about taking the right setups as many times as they show up. So the truth is, trading more is fine, over trading isn't. And the difference is structure, logic, edge, and discipline. And of course, Gextron gives you all of that stuff because you could just follow the key levels, the expected move, and you just take action. Just look at volume, which soon it'll be able to analyze volume for you, and you won't even have to worry about that. So you can stop guessing and start scaling and trade like someone who actually knows what's happening. That's it. That's really what I want to discuss about in this video. It's just what does overtrading really mean? And I think a lot of folks have this. A lot of traders have this misconception that it's just taking quantity, how many trades you're taking per day. It you do you what you want to try and achieve again is to take as many occurrences as possible, but with a small size. That way you can take as many occurrences as possible based on your account size, right? That way you can have the biggest probability, the highest probability, the highest odds to become profitable for the year. That's the main goal. Okay. And if you could do that, then you're good to go. But if you're trading again with emotions, you're going to screw yourself over. All right, that's it for this video. If you want to try out Gextron, there's a 7-day free trial. I'll put some links in the description box if you want to trade with us and catch some of these trades, these weekly trades and monthly trades. I'll put, again, the Telegram link in the description box. If you have any comments or questions, just put them in the comment box down below, and I'll get back to you. All right, peace out.